What's up? Y'all boy Solomon here with another PSA, a public Solomon announcement. So I had to do this video because I felt the need to do it off of a post homegirl Glenda, shout out to you Glenda, had put on Facebook saying every time she says she doesn't want more than one baby father, people lose their shit. And she was like, is that a norm to have more than one baby father? It's not a norm, but it's very common. But I feel that if you are okay with having more than one baby father, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem because it's like that's not a normal thing to do. Now, if you have, listen, I'm not knocking anybody who has more than one baby father. People have more than one baby fathers for numerous reasons, but it's not something that you should be bragging about because it's not something. It's just not. It's not cool. But shit happens. But I don't understand why, if you have the choice of having one baby father, why would you want multiple ones? That doesn't make sense to me. Now, I understand when people break up with the person they had a baby with, and then have sex with another guy raw and get pregnant. That's not. I don't think that's something that you necessarily choose. That you want your kids to have, like you wanted a baby, okay, but I don't think you necessarily chose for your baby to have different fathers. But according to Glenda's post, that's what people were saying. Like, oh, why would you want to have only one baby's father? Why wouldn't you want all your kids to have the same father? So for those bitches, or I shouldn't be so mean, but for those individuals who feel that having more than one baby father when you have the choice is cool, it's really not. That means that you're part of the problem. You are part of the problem of why guys are able to fuck you raw and not take care of their kids because you'll go and have a kid with somebody else who's going to do the same shit over, and it's a repeating cycle. If you want to have several babies with different men, you can go ahead and do that. But the same thing that man did to you is going to somebody else is going to do to you because you're allowing it to happen. When you allow things to happen to you, when you allow something to happen to you, it continues to happen to you whether you want to change it or not, because that's the kind of person you are. You let these things into your life, you let these into your universe, and as they continue to happen to you because you're allowing it to happen to you. Now, that's not the only one thing I want to say on this. I want to talk about how people necessarily are part of the problem on so many different levels. For example, there's this girl, I don't know her name, I don't care to know her name. She said that that if a man beats on you, he loves you. Don't believe that shit. Don't believe that shit because that bitch is part of the problem. And if you list it, you're dumb as fuck. And you deserve anything that happens to you, honestly. Because my whole thing is like this. Abuse isn't love. I don't care what nobody says. Abuse isn't love. If a man hits on you once, he'll hit on you again and again and again. And if you want to be in that kind of relationship, you allow that to happen. Every man you get will hit on you because you allow it to happen one time. You're not nipping shit in the bud once it happens first. Also, people who allow someone to cheat on them, or someone who does you dirty and you run back to them because they kind of had that hold on you. And when I mean do you dirty, I mean called you out of your name, disrespected you, hit you, do anything to you to make you feel less than a person. You allow that person to do that to you, and you are also part of the problem because you don't want better for yourself. I told myself that no longer would I help people in relationships who go back to the person who they were trying to get away from. Don't come and tell me your situation with the person you're with if you have already decided that you're gonna get back with that person. For example, someone came to me a while ago, was like, oh, my boyfriend did this, my boyfriend did that, and I'm like, well, what do you want to do? Because I'm not gonna give you what I think you should do, because you gotta do what you gotta do for you. And they was like, well, I want your advice. What do you think I should do? I said, it's not about what I think you should do. I know what I would do, but I want to know what you think, so that I can let you know if that is the decision that you're going to make, then you have to go with that. So I told them that I wouldn't stand for it because I can only use I statements. I'm not sure. I'm not in a relationship. I'm only going off of what you tell me. So at the end of the day, this person went back to the individual that was abusing him, and I'm like, now don't go crying to me if you're not gonna make if you're gonna go back to the what you just left. And secondly, someone also came to me again to my, oh well, I don't want to be a fool. So I'm like, if you don't want to be a fool, don't be a fool. But then they're back with the person they were trying to leave, and they're ending up a fool again, and it's gonna be a cycle. It's like when you're fed up, you're fed up. But when you got people like when you got stupid individuals, that's what I'm gonna hold out. When you got stupid individuals willing to be with these type of men and women who are fucked up individuals, it makes it hard for good men to find somebody with it, good women to find somebody with it, because they're so used to these fuck boys and fuck girls. And that's all there is to it, because you always got dumb bitches wanting to go with somebody who did them dirty instead of leaving for someone better. It's also like when you have somebody, when you have a good man who has a job, who is taking care of himself, who has things going for himself, why don't people want those kind of men? And also, the one thing that makes it hard for people is being that sex is so easy to get, love is so hard to find. As long as you got men and women who are willing to give the dick and pussy up for free, why do you need to be in a relationship with somebody? You know, side bitches and side boys are at an all-time high. I don't use the N-word, but they're at an all-time high because, like, they figure, why be in a relationship when, I can have sex with somebody, who ain't asking for nothing in return. I ain't gotta put a ring on nobody's finger. I ain't gotta commit to nobody because I got this bitch or this boy over here, and that's all I want. And that's all I need. Also, bitches who think it's okay to share. Sharing is not cool. Sharing is not. I don't think that shit is cool. You want a guy so bad, so you gonna share him with another bitch or two other bitches? Let me explain something to you. If this dick that good out there, let me find it. Then I want to share with a bitch, cause I haven't found it yet. Where is it? It's so many people that are part of the problem that y'all don't see that it's a problem. You make it so much harder for other people. That's why guys don't respect women. Women don't respect other women. Gay guys don't respect women sometimes. And like gay guys don't respect gay guys. Lesbians don't respect lesbians. Women don't respect women. Men don't respect men. Men don't respect. When you allow someone to do something to you, it's like you're gonna continue to go back to that same thing that you wanted to get away with. Okay, then you don't want better for yourself. You wanted to share a guy, so you're okay with being a side hoe. And when somebody knows something about you, like being a side hoe, they're like, you can't expect me to treat you like the main chick when you a side hoe for this one. If you a side hoe for that one, you should be a side hoe for me too. That's why when it's hoes out there, and men and women having sex with just anybody, when they be like, oh no, I'm not having sex with you, it's like, how you not gonna have sex with me when you were just slutting around last week with such and such? That means you're part of the problem. You have to realize how to be you ain't gotta be part of the problem all the time. You don't. You don't. For these women who want to have multiple baby fathers, you are part of the problem. You gay men who are willing to have sex with multiple men just to get your rocks off, you're a part of the problem. Same thing with women. If you're out there just fucking anybody, you are part of the problem. When you don't respect the sanctity of marriage, you are part of the problem. You don't respect your relationship, you're part of the problem. You disrespect men, you disrespect women, you disrespect yourself. You are part of the problem. And you may say, I'm part of the problem. I don't give a fuck what you think. I know who I am. I know what I do. If you think I'm part of the problem, it sounds like a personal problem. Now listen, I'm not sitting here to disrespect anybody, to go off on nobody. I'm letting you know that if you're part of the problem, you know when you're part of the problem. You will know when you are part of the problem. But these are only my opinions, and some of them are facts, but mostly they're opinions. If you don't think you're part of the problem, kudos to you. Kudos to you. But I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've seen a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit. But I just wanted to let y'all know, again, shout out to Glenda for making me want to do this video. Shout out to you, Glenda. I hope y'all like, comment, share this video. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all have a nice night. And at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong, real is real, is fake is fake. I love y'all. Bye.